What's going on, guys? Welcome back to The Commodity. I'm Fez, and today we're taking a look at U.S. versus U.K. Coca-Cola Food Wars, Food Insider. I'm not much of a picky person when it comes to Coke. So in Texas and in the South, I think it's mostly Texas. We call almost every, fizzy drink or soda or pop or whatever you want to call it, we just call it Coke. So typically when a waitress or waiter comes over and they're like, what would you like to drink? I'll take a Coke. What type of Coke? Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, whatever the situation may be. So it's kind of weird. So we've kind of turned Coke into that overall label across the board for anything. So that is kind of soda related. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, the bell notification, and of course, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. My mind went blank for a second. So let's jump on in.
Before we count to portion sizes, we wanted to find out all the differences between Coca-Cola in the UK and the US. This is Food Wars. In the UK, regular Coke comes in 8 portion sizes, starting with this mini can, which is...
This one right here. I don't think I've seen a bottle quite like that. That's pretty interesting. We have these. These are a little bit different. I think that's going to be like your 1 liter, maybe, or maybe 2 liter bottle. Pretty interesting. 150
milliliters. Then we have 3 options, which all include 250 milliliters of Coke. Then we have our standard can, which is 330 milliliters. Our standard plastic bottle is 500 milliliters. From there, we move up to this bottle, which is 1 liter, 1.25 liters, 1.5 litres, and 2.25 litres. It's worth noting that these ones are only stocked by a limited number of shops, including Iceland, the supermarket chain, not the country.
And in the US, our classic Coke comes in these sizes. The mini can, which is 7.5 ounces.
There's definitely one missing.
Then this mini bottle, which is 8 ounces. Then we jump up to the standard 12-ounce can that also comes in a little 12-ounce bottle. From there, we got this guy, which is the 16.9 fluid ounces, aka 500 milliliters. Then we have a 20-ounce bottle. And finally, our biggest, the 2 liter.
They also sell 3 liters. And they have 1 liter bottles. I don't know why he doesn't have any of those. Hold on. We're just going to go to Walmart. Coke. So we got 12 ounce. See, there you go. 2 liter right here. 7.5 ounce. These are like mixers. 16 ounce, 12 ounce. See, you got a 3 liter right there. So he's missing quite a bit.
Which is also 67.6 ounces. Now that means, as far as Coca-Cola Classic is concerned, the UK's largest side is actually 12.5% larger than that in the US.
There is a reason why we're specifying regular Coke here. The UK government brought in a sugar tax, which raised the price of sugary drinks in an effort to reduce people's sugar consumption. Instead of raising the prices of some of their drinks, what Coca-Cola did was just to make the sugary versions of their drinks a little bit smaller. For example, how the normal largest size of regular Coke is 1.5 litres, whereas the largest size of Coke Zero is 2 litres.
Whereas here in the US, we don't have a specific sugar tax, so we can get our bottles of Classic Coke and Diet Coke in the same size and for the same price.
As a consequence of the UK sugar rules, it actually means that the 2.25 regular Coke isn't our largest bottle size. That crown goes to this, the 3 litre Diet Coke bottle. Now this absolute unit is 50% larger than the biggest bottle in America. If you're doing like a party,
again, wrong.
Maybe. If you're buying that for yourself, like you've got a problem. I'm sorry.
That is ridiculously huge and really hilarious. Now I want to point out that on Walmart.com, they have this 3 liter bottle of Diet Coke on it, but it's not available anywhere. So my assumption is at one...
Hold on. So if it's not available, it will say 3-day shipping. It will say, let's see here, we'll find something that's not in stock. Okay, so this one says out of, so this is what it would look like. You would have, oh my gosh, that's so expensive. But you have 3+ days shipping. That means it's not in stock. However, we come over here 2 liter pickup and delivery. Where's that 3 liter? Pickup and delivery. That means I can go pick it up or I can have it delivered. So again, inaccurate. I don't know why I'm taking this to heart.
At one point in the United States, there was 3-liter bottles available, but if Walmart doesn't have it, I'm assuming it isn't anywhere. That being said, in terms of multi-pack options, the U.S. still comes out on top. Our single largest multi-pack is...
I almost want to go to Walmart just to prove the point. I can do a YouTube short if y'all want to see that. Let me know down in the comments just to prove a point.
The 35.
I mean, I probably could get some stuff too.
Cans. Let's get a picture of that on the screen. I ordered it online, and here's what they sent me.
There's gonna be 2 cases. There's gonna be cases.
24-pack and 9 loose cans. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but what's 24 plus 9? It ain't 35. When I emailed the place that I bought it from, they said, oh, sorry, you're missing 2 cans, so we'll refund you the 2 cans. And I'm like, no, I don't want the 2 cans. I want the 35-pack, because that's what I'm doing for this video. And they just sent me $2 back, so thank you for that. Anyway, so then I go, nuts of this, I'm going to walmart.com, give me the 35-pack, buy, enter. And then they sent me...
Yeah.
3 12-packs, which is more
Matt,
than
don't add
35
up.
cans, so I guess technically they're being generous, but once again, it's not that I need 35 cans of soda, I need the 35-can pack for this video specifically. There's a 35-can pack somewhere in America, and everyone's just sending me roughly 35 cans of soda. Thank you for that.
Dude, it's so funny. It's literally $1 per pack. Or no, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. It's a little bit over that, but that's pretty funny. I would like to order. I can't drink Coke. I'm on a keto diet. I'm doing really good, by the way. And thank you for all the kind words. I know people have been really supporting me with that. But yeah, no, it's kind of funny.
Our largest single item is this.
I think we have
This
those
is a 24 pack of 330 milliliter cans,
Yep,
which
we
comes to a
got those.
total of 7.92 liters.
Sorry.
Here is everything that's in regular Coke: carbonated water,
high
sugar,
fructose corn syrup,
color, caramel
color,
E150D,
phosphoric acid, and natural flavors,
and natural
brackets,
flavorings, including caffeine.
What is
Now, obviously, we don't get a
E150D?
full ingredients list because the recipe of Coca-Cola is a closely guarded secret.
Yep.
At the World of Coca-Cola in Atlanta, there's reportedly a vault which contains the secret formula written down on a piece of paper.
2 people have
Who
access.
cares if the recipe gets loose? Coca-Cola, no one's gonna edge you out. Pepsi can't beat you. Who cares? I mean, how do you even make cola? You can probably just go into the factory and eyeball it and figure it out. It's not super famous because you don't know how to make it. It's super famous because they edged everybody out. You won. I don't care. Do you want the recipe? I couldn't care less.
So what do we know about the recipe? Well, there is
What's funny is you could literally, what is it? Not copyright it, but, or could you copyright it? But you could also, I mean, you could protect it so literally everybody could have it. But with the combination of flavors, I feel like it would be illegal to distribute. But at the same time, why would you want anybody making their own? I don't know.
There's one obvious difference, and that's the
Who
use of
would
high
make
fructose
their
corn
own,
syrup in
to
the
be
US
fair?
versus the use of sugar in the UK.
Corn syrup is everywhere in American food. It's cheaper for manufacturers to use because the government gives subsidies to corn farmers, keeping the corn supply high and the prices low.
Should you be worried about consuming high fructose corn syrup? The short answer is not really. Some studies have suggested that the negative effects of sugar tend to come from fructose rather than from glucose. But the high fructose in high fructose corn syrup only relates to its fructose content in relation to other corn syrups. It actually still has less fructose than table sugar or than honey.
The main difference it
Interesting.
causes might be the taste. You've heard Americans talk about Mexican Coke. You can find it in most Mexican restaurants and in some grocery stores next to the regular Coke in the glass bottles. Mexican Coke is made with cane sugar. Our regular Coke is made with high fructose corn syrup. People tend to like the Mexican Coke more because it has a sweeter, sugary taste. So right now, to compare and contrast, I'm gonna do a blind taste test of both American Coke and Mexican Coke. Hang on.
If you do tacos, always Mexican Coke, always. And the pure cane sugar is phenomenal. And it costs quite a bit more. I mean, price-wise right here, you could probably get this Coke for, I don't know, $1.50 at a restaurant if they don't have the free refills, which a lot of immigrant-owned restaurants will not buy the thing, the little dispenser, so they'll get this route. But if you go to a Mexican restaurant, like a Mexican restaurant, not a Tex-Mex restaurant, not like Taco Bell, you'll have the opportunity to get Mexican Coke.
And Harry was nice enough
So
to
delicious.
send me a United Kingdom Coke.
I've also got some British Coke, some Mexican Coke, and some American Coke. I'm now going to blindfold myself and let our camera operator Sarah pour the Cokes out for me. I'm blindfolded, I don't know which one's which. I'm going to try them one after the other and try and figure out which one's which. I'm going to start on the right.
However, the Mexican Coke does go flat
it could just be mind
faster
games,
for
but that
some
doesn't
reason.
taste like exactly what I'm used to. Number 2. Ooh, okay. That one tastes pretty good. Number 3. These two taste pretty similar. This one tastes a bit weird for some reason. I'm gonna guess that this one is American. On the right. I was expecting more of a difference, I'll be honest. I'll go with British in the middle, Mexican on my left. Put them in front of me and then I'll unblindfold myself. Wow, okay. That was Mexican Coke. I was right about British.
Never pour it out straight from the bottle. Always drink it straight from the bottle. Never pour it out because there's something about how they bottle it. It doesn't hold the fizz as near as long as like the American Coke, and I would assume probably the British Coke, but like the second you pour it, it loses a lot of that fizz. So I always just drink straight from the bottle.
Just got Mexican and American Coke mixed up. Wow, okay. A lot of people have really hyped up Mexican Coke to me, and I honestly, like, that was my least favorite of the 3.
It cuts less.
It tastes exactly the same. So I'm gonna go UK, Mexico, USA. Wow, really? I'm so great at pointless things!
Yeah.
Any other ingredients to look out for? Well, one of them might be caramel colour. As we know, certain classes of caramel colour have a byproduct which has been linked to causing cancer. Unfortunately, the caramel E150D that Coke in the UK uses is one of these classes.
We reached out to Coca-Cola here in the US to see if that was the case because the type is not specified on the label. They told us that it is in fact the same E150D caramel color in the States.
Interesting.
But what about Diet Coke? It still contains caramel colour, but instead of using sugar and corn syrup to sweeten it, in the US it's sweetened with aspartame, and in the UK it's sweetened with aspartame as well as acesulfame K. The good news is that both the EU and the FDA say that acesulfame K is safe for consumption.
In terms of the difference with Coke Zero, in the US, our
Yeah, there was a point where I forgot what we used to call it. We used to abbreviate it just to make it easier, or K sweetener, whatever you want to call it. They were doing tests on lab rats, and I guess a certain percentage of them actually had like brain tumors. But based off of their research, I read the whole article. Like, I'm not talking about like a newspaper article. I had like a conversation with somebody and it kind of triggered some interest for me. So I literally got on Google's, what's it called? Their scientific document search and looked it up. And what they said was, I felt really smart reading it because I understood about half of it. So I may have felt stupid. I don't know. However you want to look at it. But they said that based off of the amount of mice or rats or whatever you want to call it that they tested on, the statistical possibility of these rats already having tumors or producing tumors on their own, because it's a long-term thing. You can't just do it, over a short period of time, could have produced the amount of rats statistically could have had that many tumors naturally. So they were never able to prove that it was caused by the acesulfame K or whatever you want to call it. So there was no definitive answer that came from it. So therefore, they say it was fine. Something like that.
Coke Zero.
It's been a while since I
uses
read
BK as well as aspartame. Rumors have existed for years claiming that aspartame causes cancer, but it turns out that is likely to be false. The claims originated from some Italian researchers way back in 2005. I feel like I heard about that in the 80s, but okay. People were quick to call their methods and results into question. The FDA says the use of aspartame as a general sweetener is safe.
While the European Food Safety Authority says studies do not suggest an increased risk associated with aspartame consumption for leukemia, brain tumors, or a variety of cancers.
See, they
There's a
were
cool
even
side
saying the
effect
same thing for
Coke using
aspartame.
these artificial sweeteners you might not know about. Because they're so much more sweet than sugar per pound, there's a tiny amount of them dissolved in your Diet Coke compared to the amount of sugar that's in a classic Coke. That means a can of Coke is denser than that of a Diet Coke. So when you put
Yes, I've tested that with somebody. Like the Diet Coke will float, I believe, and the regular Coke will actually sink.
said Coke and water,
Or is it the
to
other
the
way
bottom,
around?
Diet
Yeah.
Coke floats.
Now, what's really interesting too that I noticed is if you go and do like if you do use the dispensers, Diet Coke will settle much faster. The fizz on the top, the head, or whatever you want to call it, will settle down like almost instantly. Where Coke will hold that head for quite a while. I mean, you guys stick your finger, get the oil off your skin and stick your finger in it.
One other rumor we felt compelled to address was the role of cocaine in Coca-Cola. This dates right back to the 1800s when the drink was invented.
Coca-Cola's official stance on this is that there's never been cocaine in any of its products. What it does seem to contain, however, is coca extract.
Coca is the plant from which cocaine is extracted. Fluid extract of coca was one of the ingredients in a list This American Life discovered, which was reportedly a recipe for an early version of Coca-Cola.
And it seems like they're still using it. In 1988, a Coca-Cola spokesperson said, ingredients from the coca leaf are used, but there is no cocaine in it, and it all is being tightly overseen by regulatory authorities.
Yeah, so what I've read is they are the leading importer of cocaine ingredients, not necessarily cocaine itself. And the government has a huge oversight on it. I was like, that's pretty crazy.
What's fun is that Coca-Cola got a specific exemption from the United Nations in order to keep using coca extract as an ingredient, specifically Article 27 of the Single Convention on Narcotic Drugs of 1961.
There's only one
That's
facility in
crazy.
the U.S. licensed to import and process coca leaves through a special deal with the DEA. It is owned by the Stepan Company, and it's in Maywood, New Jersey. According to the Peruvian officials, they buy around 100 metric tons of dried Peruvian cocoa leaves each year.
They reportedly process them and
Not
decocainize
cocoa.
them, taking all of the cocaine.
Cocaína.
The cocaine is sold to hospitals for use as an anesthetic, and the cocaine-free extract is then sent to Coca-Cola for use in their products.
Coca-Cola's official line on the subject is, quote, Coca-Cola does not contain cocaine or any other harmful substances, and cocaine has never been an added ingredient in Coca-Cola, end quote.
I feel the term Coca-Cola does not contain cocaine, that's fine, or any other harmful substances. I feel like they need to put an asterisk on that part.
But it's fair to say that cocaine and coca extract are not the same thing, so the latter might in fact be one of their not-so-secret ingredients. Here are all the Coca-Cola products in the UK that you won't find in the US.
And here's all the Coca-Cola items you'll find in the US that you cannot find in the UK. Want to start with two exclusive flavors you can get in the US you can't get in the UK? And these two right here, cherry vanilla and orange vanilla. Cherry vanilla seems pretty standard. I think I've had this a bunch of times. It's great. It's refreshing. I enjoy it.
We can't get cherry vanilla in the UK, but we can get cherry and we can get vanilla, so I guess I can make my own. Oh God. Ah! Panic over.
Yeah.
The smart thing to do would be to mix these in a glass, but I'm not a smart man. Pretty good. The only exclusive Coke flavor we can currently get The only exclusive Coke flavor we can currently get in the UK is this one, which is Diet Coke Sublime Lime. As the name suggests, it's
Interesting.
just Diet Coke flavored with lime.
Next up, caffeine-free.
There's something about that I hate. Like even the US, anything that's like in drinks besides like lemonade, and I hate limeade too. So, yeah.
Free Coca-Cola, not to be confused with caffeine-free Diet Coke, which is what you guys have over there in the UK. Apparently that's your only caffeine-free option? For shame. This one is delicious. It actually tastes just like Coke. It's perfect for after 2 p.m. when you want to keep drinking soda, like me. But if you like caffeine and you want a little bit of a boost, Coke Energy, I believe, is available in both countries, but one exclusive Coke Energy flavor you can't get in the UK is this, the Coke Energy.
I didn't even know they had this.
Zero sugar. The Coke Energy drinks are being phased out. I can't imagine why. I think they're actually really good. In fact, I went ahead and got the other ones, regular. I don't really like zero sugar, but I do like just regular. Oh yeah, I'm into that. Yeah, thank you. It's good. I mean, like,
Let me see here. What is it called? Coca-Cola Energy? Coke Energy? Why did that stay up? Let's see here. They're lying to me. I don't even see a Coke Energy option. Maybe it's already phased out. How old is this video?
energy meter's going up, Yuli. Going up. Ugh. If you're like me and you love soda and coffee, Coke in the US has you covered with these. You got caramel, vanilla, vanilla no sugar, dark blend, and dark blend zero sugar. Oh my God, I sincerely love these so much. Zero sugar can go there. Ooh, which one do I want?
About the coffee.
It's the spot. The I want to jack my caffeine levels to the roof spot. Dude, Coke and coffee is good
I guess
together.
Walmart just
Has
doesn't
anyone
want to
had
do
two of these
that.
at the same time? I don't think they have.
Yeah.
They don't mix very well, but individually they're great. Uh-oh. I might have overdone it.
We don't have Coke coffees in the UK. However, Coca-Cola owns Costa Coffee, which is a coffee chain in the UK, and they produce canned coffees. So I guess, again, I can try and make my own. So the issue here is they do Americanos, but I got latte instead. See how well milk combines with Coke, I guess?
Ugh.
Yeah.
That seems like a bad decision.
Regretting quite a lot of things right now, namely all the life choices that led me to this point. Cheers.
Oh, this is from 21, so we're only a year and some change away.
Nope.
That's not. That looks terrible.
Not even
I
a
hate
little
coffee
bit.
though.
No, don't do that. No one else do that, please God. Oh, just like really watery, fizzy coffee that's
Ugh.
kind of sweet and, oh, no, bad. The final exclusive range in the UK is
What
this,
is these?
Coca-Cola Signature Mixers. Coca-Cola work with bartenders to design special Cokes with different flavors, which are designed to be used in cocktails. These come with smoky notes, spicy notes,
I'm guessing they're more of a
herbal
syrup.
notes, and woody notes. Tag yourself, I am spicy notes. Cool. My stomach is making some weird noises after drinking that. No one else do that, please God. Oh. Apparently these are designed to be enjoyed with premium dark spirits. Now I know nothing about mixology, but thankfully a bartender friend from Australia came through with a recipe. So now I'm going to use the Smoky Notes Coca-Cola to put a Food Wars twist on a Jack's Godfather highball. Cocktail time. Slight hiccup, don't have a bottle opener. God. This is either going to work or I'm going to break my keys and be locked out of my house.
Houses are overrated.
Improvisation / alcoholism. Ooh, it does smell quite smoky.
Harry was kind enough to send me this, so now I have one as well.
It just says, pour ingredients into an ice-filled glass. Formally apologise to any actual bartenders who are watching this.
Some
While I butcher
SoCo?
your profession. 30
Gotta get that
millilitres
SoCo.
of
I didn't know y'all
Tennessee
had
whiskey
SoCo.
we have, and then 20 millilitres of Disaronno. A delightful smoky Coke.
I guess spirits
Let's
are
mix together.
sold pretty much everywhere.
And there you have it. Thanks to Coke, we've put our own spin on a Jack's Godfather highball. Cheers.
There are certain liquors we can't get.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make that drink because I don't have all that stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a Joe highball. First, get yourself the biggest glass available. Step 2, no ice. Find yourself some whiskey.
What is that? That's
Okay. Cheers, my man.
Oh my God, you're looking at death right there.
Oh man,
Smooth.
what is in this? If I was to do it again, I'd use less of this. It's iced tea, guys.
So stupid.
I'm not gonna drink whiskey this early in the morning. You know, it tastes like
He should have
Flat
chugged
Coke.
it down.
Oh man, I'm getting a headache though. Last but not least, in the US, you have the option to order customized Coke bottles. Check out the one I made. Joe and Harry.
Cause we're best friends. Oh yeah.
Here's everything that's in
No,
a
look
500
at this. So why they were talking about the coffee stuff because I really don't get it. I found this. It's a Pepsi. And look at this. Look how much sugar this thing has. 63 grams of sugar. Oh, that's carbs. Sorry. 63 grams of sugar. Includes 63 grams of added sugar. It's so terrible. I would never drink that. And 230 calories. That is a lot of calories for a
A
liquid.
bottle of Coca-Cola in the UK.
And here's everything in that
That's like
same bottle of
bottled
classic Coke
calories.
in the U.S.
That means that the UK's version actually
Hold on. Let's see here. 0 grams, 0 grams. 53. Ooh, a little bit healthier there. 55. Sugar's 53. Sugar's 55. No sodium. 65. I mean, that amount of sodium is literally just for flavor. That's so low.
has slightly more calories in it than the US.
But we have more sugar. And for some reason, our Coke has a little bit of sodium, while the UK seems to have none.
Obviously, the main thing to look out for here is the sugar. 500 millilitres in both the US and the UK contains over 100% of your daily allowance. 53
So
grams of sugar.
stupid.
It does put it in perspective, doesn't it? You never see it laid out like that, but that is how
Yeah.
much sugar is in Coke. And I drink a lot of Coke. That's concerning.
It's also worth noting that both countries put the same amount of caffeine in their Coke.
For reference, the average cup of filter coffee contains about 96 milligrams of caffeine, so that's exactly double the amount in this bottle of Coke. Interestingly, Diet Coke is actually more caffeinated than regular Coke. There's 63 milligrams in this bottle, which is a 30% increase.
And it makes sense, because our Coke or coffee contains 69 milligrams of caffeine per 12 fluid ounces. If you do the math to find out the figure per ounce, it's double the caffeine of a regular Coke. But the real caffeine king is my boy, Coke Energy. Hang on. Whether you get the classic or the cherry, a 12-ounce can contains 114 milligrams of caffeine, which is triple the caffeine content of a regular Coke per ounce. Yo, don't I know it?
I'm gonna chug as much of this as I can without throwing up and then see what we can do. God, that's so gross. The max I
Weak.
got to there was 90.
Weak sauce. My burps are legendary. This was actually really entertaining. However, we did debunk some stuff pretty quickly. Again, let me know down in the comments if you wanted me to go to Walmart just to film my proof that we have 3 liter, 2 liter, 1 liter, and then we have all the 16, 24, all these other ounce sizes. We got a lot of options. But anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.